Hello Australia, and welcome to another episode of Science 101, where learning science is fun. Today we are going to do some experiments that underlies in the world of thermodynamics. But first, let me define the word thermodynamics. Thermodynamics refers to the branch of science that deals in the studying of the relationship of heat, work, and other forms of energy. It is also concerned in understanding of energy conversion, patterns of energy changes, and the direction of energy. We can always see how thermodynamics works in our lives. From heating up our food to our body itself, it obeys some principles that underlies on it. In order for us to explore the world of thermodynamics, we are going to do some experiments that underlies on it. What are you waiting for? Let's get started. Why does this happen? In our first experiment, the warm water vapor mixes with air and smoke particles inside of the jar. The water vapor rises inside of the jar since it is less dense. Once it reaches top of the jar or metal plate, the warm water vapor will begin to cool down. This is because of the ice that is being placed in the metal plate. As the water vapor cools, it condenses into very tiny droplets on the smoke particles, forming a cloud in a jar or bottle. From that experiment, we can conclude that clouds are being formed as evaporated water condenses to form clouds, and later on, it will produce rain or snow. The first law of thermodynamics states that energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It is only transferred or converted into one form to another. In this setup, our system here is the bottle with balloon on the top of it. In our experiment, the balloon expanded or inflated because of the water that contains heat that was poured in the bucket. Because of that, we actually added heat to the system. Some of the heat added goes into doing work by means of expanding or inflating the balloon. On the other hand, less of the added heat goes into increasing the system's internal energy. To sum it up, this experiment obeys the first law of thermodynamics since the heat added to the bottle is being converted into work by means of the expansion or inflation of the balloon. As we all know, we view heat as a form of energy. Hence, energy is being converted into work in this experiment. one of the simplest forms of engine created by the hero of Alexandria way back 1st century BC. This engine used heat from any kind of heat source to create steam. As we all know, evaporation needs heat in order for the water to become steam. In our experiment, our improvised hero's engine used stove as heat source to create steam. As temperature increases inside of soda can, the pressure increases too, that causes to the steam to escape in the mini holes in the soda can that lead to it to create propulsive force that causes to the soda can to spin.